discussed about an example for
Correct.
patient doctor data.
We have done 3 sessions till now, which was general introduction, data and technologies, and how to understand the data examples, right?
Yeah.
So, shall we start with Excel? I have 3 of you here. You guys already know Excel or you're very new to it?
We have an idea. I mean, I have an idea.
You have an idea. Okay. Naveen and Suman?
Yeah, we have an idea.
Naveen has an idea. Suman?
Yes, I do have an idea.
3 of you have an idea. So, how far do you guys know Excel?
Right.
Okay, fine. Looking at the UI, tell me what does this UI contain?
Some columns.
Is that what does UI of the screen, Excel screen front of you contain? You guys can discuss, come to a conclusion, and then give me the answer. I don't have a problem with that. Please see on the UI.
It contains rows and columns, cells.
Okay. Next, observe it clearly. Naveen and Suman, interact. All 3 of you should be active. There is no silence, be active.
It contains the tabs, the file tabs, insert, and the page layout tab. And we had at the below to the taskbar, we have like sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. And we had the rows and the columns. And for each tab, we had the subfunctions or subtabs we have.
Okay.
This is
So
at the
all
high
these
level. Or if
tabs
you go
and
into
these
deep
options
into it,
together is
micro
known
level,
as?
we have several functionality for each, like several subtabs.
Once
Like
again.
as
All this, when you're saying tabs, subtabs, all this together is known as what? When you say tabs and
functionality.
all these options, what is that together called as?
The layout, you mean to say? I didn't get you the question.
You're saying there are tabs here, right? Home, insert,
Yes,
drop,
yes.
page layout,
Uh,
formulas.
okay.
Workbook.
All that together is known as what? No, it's not workbook. Workbook is complete Excel file is known as workbook.
You call this tabs only.
No,
Not tabs.
single, if you talk about
Icon.
home, insert, draw, we call it tabs only.
Hmm.
All together, the top one. See, if I close it,
Taskbar.
I can close. The one which is closed now. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
Now it is again pinned.
Yes.
What is that called?
Drop down.
No. What is this called?
Taskbar.
No.
Ribbon.
Not ribbon.
Yes, it's a ribbon.
Menu bar. Menu bar. Menu bar.
No, it's a ribbon. It's called a ribbon. Okay. Now, because you guys
Okay,
have a
last.
knowledge
Okay,
on
last.
this already, what we will do is, I'll give you some tasks. Let's do like that, so that you'll have a revision of how far you guys know. Shall we do that in a different note? It should be always teaching, learning. Right? It should be something interesting, right? Tanmay, Naveen, and Prashant. And Suman. Shall we do that?
Yeah.
Please be active, no? Be active. You guys have knowledge
Okay,
on Excel
okay,
already
sure.
a bit, right?
Yes.
So the way I asked you a question now, I'll ask you 5 questions. Will you guys get me the answer for that?
Sure, definitely.
Okay, so that you'll have a revision on how far you know. So I will also understand how far you guys are good at it. Okay.
Okay.
First one. Perform upper and lower function on sample text data. That means you take some sample text data and perform this and show me. Understood?
Going to say the ascending and the descending order. Sorting A to
No,
Z
I'm
in
not
that way.
asking all that. I just want you to do this upper and lower. Then
This meeting is being recorded.
perform. Are you individually recording this session?
No.
Sarath? Sarath?
Yeah, ma'am.
Are you individually recording this session?
No, no. System will record.
Perform upper and lower function on sample text data and then perform the formula. Okay. Write a formula, or instead of perform, write a formula to give the number of columns in Excel. You understand? Try doing this so that you guys understand a bit how Excel actually works. Got it? Will you guys do that? All of you together, you can do it. That's okay. Fine? Next. I think these two should be enough for now. First, do these two. Anyone is ready to share the system? You can share it. That is also fine for me. Anyone has Excel handy? Anyone has Excel handy?
I'm trying those. I'll share in a bit. Give me 1 second.
You're trying what?
I'm trying the functions.
1 second. Before that, anyone is ready to share your screen? I want all of you to work together on this too and give me the answer.
I will share.
Share your screen.
Can you give me control?
When you try to share your screen, I think it will ask me an It'll give me a notification so I can accept it.
While other participant is sharing. So it is saying other participant is sharing, you can't share.
Now do it.
Yeah. Give me one second. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes. Yes, last week you were active. Why are you so dull this week? No, don't take just one word. Prashant, take some names.
Names, okay.
Take some 4 to 5 names and then perform this and also the second question. Guys, interact along with him so that you can revise it. I just want to understand how far you guys are good at it. Okay? Naveen, Sarad, Suman, and Tanmay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is upper. So likewise, I'm doing lower. Okay, instead of that, let me do lower of C3 so that it will convert that into lowercase. Okay, this is lower, and you asked 2 more. Sorry, Devi, you asked a couple of other things, right? Can anyone help me? What are the next 2 questions, please?
Write the formula to give the number of columns in Excel.
Formula to give number of columns in Excel.
Yes.
Okay. Column count.
We can give directly column, no? We
I'm
can't.
sorry. Directly what? Sorry, columns of.
No, I don't. Wait.
Returns the column number for reference. It returns the column number actually. So, number of columns in Excel, right? Okay. I think this one only. So this is the array, right? So how many columns are there? Maybe it will give. Yeah.
Yes, this question is not for just Prashant, it's for all of you. All of you together, you can work.
So this is a number of columns.
It gives the which column we are into. It's in the number of columns. We are into third column.
Yeah, it gave all the number of columns actually. So it is giving column and we are supplying that array. What is the other one? Fourth question.
There are
Actually,
only
we
two
have the
questions.
2 questions only. 2 questions only have been posted.
Okay, sure. So Miss Devi, like the upper and lower, we have a function.
That is simple. That's I'm seeing the screen. I want the second one.
So I gave like columns that array B2 to
I'm
D2.
not here to give the answer. You guys have to try it. I want you guys to be more interactive and be like free to each other. That's the reason I'm giving you tasks like this. I want the number of columns to be seen in front of me. If I go to the last column, it should tell me which column it is. Whichever column I select, it should have a number there. Give the column numbers for all the columns. How do you do that? You cannot sit and write 16,000 now, right?
Okay, you mean to
Think of a
say
logic how to do it.
you mean to say if you are clicking this column B, it should say number 2.
It
And
will
C.
should not say number 2. I should see that number. I want the number of columns. Write the formula to give the number of columns in Excel. So that means, for example, column A is what? First column, right?
Mm-hmm.
B is second column, right?
First
Yeah.
column is completely blank. I think you can remove it.
That's what I have to see that. So how many columns do I have in Excel and how many, that number also I need. There I want to see, it's just not one formula. Every row in the, every column in the first row, it should
Oh,
be
that we
its
can do it
number.
now. We can do so. Formula.
Understand my question? I'm repeating. Every column's first row should say
Either
what is the number of its column.
either we can do it
Oh,
manually like 1, 2 and drag it entirely to the last column,
okay, I think that is
which we do in
there
the
is,
rows, no?
yeah, column number is there, right? This is the one actually in that case. Column of
Prashant,
returns the
also listen to others. When your screen is shared, also listen to others. You know that you have a column thing, but he has some other idea. Also listen to that.
Generally,
okay.
what we do for serial applying serial numbers, what we do is 1, 2 and drag it downward onto the column wise. So it keeps on populating as per the first rule, the 1 and 2. If you keep the even numbers, it pulls in that way. So since she's asking the column wise, we can keep 1 in the A, B in the 2, and select it and drag it to the entire last cell of the Excel file on the sheet. And then it automatically populates the numbers in consecutive numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
in
think
that way.
that's what I have done. See, what I have done is there is a column formula, and for reference we have to
Mhm.
pass that array, which column we are talking about. So it is giving that number. So how many ever you can give that?
I think we should use a tab or something to go to the end of the control shift right arrow. So it goes to the entire last column. Can you try that way?
Yeah. So you're asking me
Does
to
it
copy
populate the
that.
entire? No. Generally, what we do is control shift down arrow. Control shift right
Okay.
arrow.
Yeah, I got it.
Moved, no?
So this
That's it.
formula you are asking me to.
So she's asking us to, instead of doing it manually, she's asking the formula wise, I think so.
I think we can drag to the entire thing. But
Dragging is it's time taking. Generally in rows, what we do while selecting it, if there is several gaps into it. No, we use the Control Shift and End button or a back downward button. The same formula
okay.
applied in right hand side. Okay, it has some more. So we had the
Okay. Yeah.
columns.
It's selected, but I mean I'm not able to copy the formula.
Then you can do it Control C and Control V.
For that, I mean, see, I mean, what I used to do, for example, this one, for us to refer that particular column, we used to do like this. I think then if we copy,
Not single one, it won't copy. It will do duplicate. You need to do 305 and 306. Oh, you should not copy it. You should drag it only.
no,
Like
that
drag it.
dollar symbol I should not put, I guess. Yeah, I'm removing that.
No. What you have done, you just copied only a single cell now. So it automatically populates the same number only for all the cells.
Yeah, but because I put dollar actually, I think
I
what
didn't
you
see.
said is correct. I had to remove that and then copy this formula.
Okay, let it be. Don't do anything. Since you copied it everything, no? So for 305 and 306, select the 304 and 303 and 304. First 303.
Control
I think
Shift right
304
here.
is also copied. Done. 304 is already copied. You should not copy, I think so. Should select it, then click on the what is it?
1 second, boss. See, 1, 2 is there. If I want to, how we used to do? Want to do everything. We'll drag it like this,
No,
right?
don't drag it. You can click it also. When
It is
there is
for
some
row.
object, anything. Same with writing.
So you're saying if I want to copy something until here,
I think the Control Shift the tab you should use.
I do day in and out, but now I'm not able to do.
And
See,
Tanmay and Naveen, do you guys have some idea about this? Give it a try.
give me a minute, let me attempt. Give me a minute, Prashant. I'm just logging into my lab. To try it.
yeah,
What has happened in real world? While doing the work, we able to do, but what is in explain it takes some time.
yeah, that is the problem actually.
How it happens in the automatic gets tried, the fingers get tried to run in that way, but while explaining it won't.
Yeah, actually, see, autofill works like down, top down. It will not work like this across.
Just counting the total columns, we can use column 1:1, but I'm not getting how to number all of them till the end.
Maybe I'll copy this formula. Let's see. The data you're placing is the same size as your selection. Oh my gosh.
How long will you drag it?
Yeah, that is the
That's
thing.
not the right way. How long will you drag it?
Yes, one thing we are able to select this one, but how to something paste special? Devi, please help us.
I'm anyways looking. I'm just thinking how many of you at least will try it. That's fine. So very simple. Stop sharing your screen, Prashant. I think I can actually replace current one. Okay, fine. Very simple. You have the first row as 1, right? Second row is 2 and third row is 3, correct? Fourth row is the number which you have before plus 1. Is this what we are doing whenever we add it? Yes or no? It's just the number in the previous cell plus 1, correct? Now I'm copying this formula, Control Shift right arrow, Control V. That's it. You get that? You want me to repeat or did you get that?
Got it.
Repetition is not required. Do you guys know the shortcuts in Excel? First thing you have to learn in Excel is that. Do you know what will control down arrow do?
It selects. It reaches to the last cell where there's some
Your voice is low. Can you be louder?
control down arrow. Does the functionality of reaches to the last cell where it has some data into it.
Register a last cell.
It is to the last
Okay.
cell.
It just takes you to the last cell.
Actually, in between, if there is any character, it will stop there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Correct.
there are
Prashant, there's a
blanks also,
disturbance. Prashant, there's a lot of disturbance from your side. Fine. So if you do control down arrow, it will take you to the end of that empty cells. Suppose you have a text in between, it will take to the end of empty because the next one, if there is a text, it will stop there. Control top arrow will take you to the top, control right arrow will take you to the left, right, and control left will take you to the left. But if you do control shift right arrow, what will happen? It will take you from left to right with selection.
With selection, yes.
Okay, it will take you from left to right with selection. Control shift down arrow is also same. See? It'll take you to the bottom with selection. See, everything is selected. Okay. Now, the next one is, this single one is called cell. I think you guys know it already. Whenever you guys are writing a text, you have to double click on the cell. Sometimes people do this mistake. Single select, and if you start to type, it will work. But next time when you're editing, without doing a double click, if you do, it will start from beginning again. If you want to edit, you want to do it in between, right? So you have to double click and put your cursor there in between and then only do it. These are the few simple mistakes what generally people do. Clear?
And we have one more option also.
Yeah.
Like in the formula bar where you can try to adjust it. But if it's a
Correct. This
number, if
formula
you
bar
double click,
adjustment also you have.
yeah, normally like
Fine.
if it's a number, like you said you can rename it the same cell. But if it is in a formula, if you want to try to adjust it, you need to go to the bar and
Correct.
try to edit it.
Correct. So guys, whenever you're working on Excel, when you look at the UI, it's not only ribbon always. Other than ribbon, you also have other options. If I close the ribbon, do you see anything on the UI? Because we were always talking about home tab, insert things when I say UI. Other than this, do you also have something on the UI of it? What do you see on the UI? When I asked UI, you guys were saying about the ribbon. Now no ribbon. What else do you see on the UI?
You're seeing all the different options: file, home, insert.
Those comes under ribbon only, right? Options inside it comes under ribbon. Leave that. Forget that home, insert, draw, page layout. Other than that, what do you see on the screen?
Formula bar, and
Okay, formula bar,
wherever you are hovering, that cell identity it is giving. You are in E6, so it is showing that E6. You
identifier.
can,
Next,
yeah, and I think that formula apply and delete thing is there.
there is formula apply and delete.
Towards that FX on the side.
That comes completely under formula bar. Don't describe it. It's just formula bar. Next,
And I think at the bottom we are not able to see, but the count of numbers, sum, average, and all will be displayed.
not able to see one sec. Okay, you're saying that it's not displayed right now.
Yeah, you are having any, you are selecting any group of rows, it will give that aggregate functions at the bottom.
What is that called?
Aggregate, okay, what is that called? It is a status bar.
No.
Average, counter, sum, it will display.
Okay, anything else other than this?
The row numbers are displayed.
Yeah, what is the question? Just join now.
Very good. You were so quick. So the question was to say what does the UI of Excel contain? Before that, we have done some questions, and now this is about the UI of.
So it is called um, quick statistics.
So UI of the Excel.
Correct.
So you are asking the tabs or like home, insert, draw is there, right?
It's just UI of Excel. That's it.
Rows
So
and
it's a
column.
status bar.
User interface is nothing but rows and columns. Here we have rows and columns. And cells, which consist cells.
So it contains a cell, ribbon, formula bar, row. That is.
That formula bar is nothing but the cell. In that cell, if we input, we can see the formula there. The cell value is visible in the formula bar. And the cell address is at the left thing, like we have like E9, E5.
No, we need to say that for formula purpose there is some separate data field is given. No, that is about the cells.
No, here she's asking
Sheet
about the
tabs,
user interface. Okay, here we
sheet
see.
tabs.
Yeah, what is mean by
In
user
which interface
interface?
we can see only the rows and columns. I agree.
Yeah,
While
yeah,
if
that is what.
able to access the toolbar, that drop down button is there now where we can see all the tabs, the
Yeah,
menus,
see, the
menu
tabs
bar.
are there, and the menu bar is there, right? Below menu bar, we have the
Yeah.
formula bar. Below formula bar, we have all the cells. Okay, and below here we have the worksheets. And
Yes.
yeah, basically UI is nothing but rows and
Combination
columns.
of all these things. Yes. And name box also, like the file name also comes under the UI. I think so. The
Yeah,
document name.
the menu bar, formula bar, rows and columns, where we
And we
can
have
enter
some
the,
toolbar,
where
no?
we can
Quick
see
access
the
toolbar.
data. Yeah, where we can see the
So
data.
all these components comes under the UI of the Excel, which includes all these things. So that was the first topic which we covered. And later she asked some couple of formulas to show you in the Excel like how far we are able to identify it. One was about the lowercase and the higher, uppercase, and the second one like how to identify the number of columns in Excel. And third question she was one more, we are in mid of it.
These are all functions, right? We can evaluate anything from functions. The user interface is nothing but the user is interacting some window, right? It is called as user interface.
Okay, fine. So I understand you guys have some understanding on Excel. So guys, tomorrow I'll give you the content and the syllabus copy for data analytics, whatever we guys have. Okay. From there we'll proceed. We'll start with understanding few features in Excel like sort, sortings, find and select, some text function, numeric functions, date and time functions, pivots, pivot charts, and VLOOKUPs, HLOOKUPs kind of stuff. Okay. And then we will also go with something called data analysis toolpath. Am I clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Then. Sujan, join on time tomorrow. It's at 8:30 IST. Sorry,
Yeah.
7:30 IST. You joined it almost like 8:30 IST. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, my name is Arjun. It was typed as yes. First letter got misplaced by yes.
Okay. Fine. Arjun.
Yes.
Okay then.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Tomorrow let's make it count. And I also had a system issue in the beginning. I'll make sure that will be sorted before the class itself next time. Sorry for the delay, 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you guys. Let's meet back tomorrow to start learning.
Yeah. Thank you.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye.